Find your voice, find your corner, and get ready to turn the noise up all the way up.
Laser, at the end, don't go out till I call up.
Dancing with the Stars, whatever is on Saturday night TV in this country, I don't know. This is where Saturday is tonight. Escorting the teams out on the field today were the DKCU.
4 weeks ago, your DeKalb County United were left dead and buried in last place in the Midwest Premier League Heartland Conference First Division with no wins and 5 losses. They had scored just 3 goals, but given up 20 in those 5 games, and were facing their fellow 0-5 team in Charney Yazwo, needing a desperate win just to put points on the board. And they came away with it as Alex Krell's late goal gave United a 3-2 win on the road in Chicago and got them started on the way towards where we are tonight. Since then, 3 additional games. They are currently riding a 4-game winning streak and have made up all but 2 points of an 11-point deficit to tonight's opponent, Green Bay Glory. Green Bay 4 weeks ago tonight were 11 points ahead of United in the standings. Tonight they are just 2 points. They are within shouting distance. Tonight's game, probably the most important, biggest must-win game in franchise history, as the club need this one to move past Green Bay in the 5th place and out of the relegation zone in what can only be described by anyone who's a soccer fan as one of the great comebacks in any league, anywhere in history. Down 11 points just 5 weeks ago. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NIU Soccer Complex. It's DeKalb County United Soccer once again. Brian Martin with you on the call. Our game has just gotten underway. Tonight's opponent, Green Bay Glory, running from left to right on your screen. Green Bay in all white with green numerals and trim. United in their traditional green jerseys with white numerals and trim, and their two-tone gray shorts and socks, going from right to left. We'll get you the lineups here shortly. Warm night here, but otherwise beautiful for soccer. Tonight's game 1 of a doubleheader. This afternoon we'll play this game, and then at 7:30 p.m. we'll be doing a live stream of the first ever Women's 815 Cup contest between our women and Rockford Raptors, their longtime rivals from the 815 area code here in Northern Illinois. Ball over the top, and United fighting around for it. For Green Bay Glory, their goalkeepers, number 30, Hakan Vitesh, and then the lineup is number 12, Will Svestad, number 20, Michael Rohrman, number 10 is Kevin Sosa, number 15, Tyler Bagley, number 24, Dominic Lagana, number 31, Rodolfo Ramirez, number 8, Josh Johansson, number 9, Ozzy Ramirez, number 77, Dennis Nyame, and I have to check the numbers for they had either number 36, Tommy Giacaris, or number 43, Trent Keselowskis, where it's going to be playing. It was literally a game time decision for both, and we'll see which one of them have wound up on the pitch this afternoon for this game. For your United, number 31, Lucas Ortiz is in goal. It should be mentioned that United's dramatic turnaround, these 4 wins in a row, came after Ortiz was inserted as the starting goalkeeper on the squad. Ball ahead, looking for number 77, that's Nyame. Down in the corner, tries to save it out, but he goes over the byline for a goal kick here in the game's 3rd minute. On the back line, it's Baylor, number 18, Baylor Deneau, number 27, Liam O'Donoghue, number 25, Trey Gora, number 66, Zach Heitkemper. In the midfield, number 34, Jared Sinave, number 88, Josh Squires, and a 4-man forward wall, number 3, Luke Knotts, number 87, Martin Montoya, number 8, Carlos Lopez, and number 47, Christian Nijelek. Those of you who've been following the past few weeks will note that Alex Krell is not in the lineup. Alex, having signed a contract to play professionally, is now officially no longer eligible to play in the league, even though his contract doesn't start till after our season is done. There's realistically, once you sign a contract, you're no longer eligible to play in this particular league. And so Alex gave us a magical 5 goals in 3 games, and we needed every single one of them. And we thank Alex, and we wish him the best of luck in his ongoing soccer escapades. And there's a foul on the play. Middle of the midfield on the United side, just outside the circle. And it will be Jared Sinave to take the free kick. He's asked for the 10 yards. The referee has made the proper adjustment, and Sinave then just makes a short kick back here to Trey Gora, number 25. O'Donoghue deflected away. This one taken away by Josh Johansson. You may remember the name Josh Johansson. He played with United a couple years ago. This is Nyame. Down in the corner, looking to cross in the middle. He goes right straight to Trey Gora, and Gora hits a long ball, but it's way wild and over the touchline for a throw-in for Green Bay Glory. Glory comes into the game 5th in the first division. 4 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. For 14 points, they have a -4 goal differential, having scored 21 and conceded 25. The throw-in goes directly to Lucas Ortiz, who grabs that one and comfortably gets the ball back in play right in the middle of the midfield. And here comes Sinave racing along. He's tracked by number 9, Ozzy Ramirez. And United get the ball in there. It's Carlos Lopez, number 8. United have won the last few games by playing the long ball strategy. 3 of their goals against Chicago House, who at the time were the league leaders, came on breakaways. You don't see 1 all that often. 2 is a rarity. 3 is almost an impossibility. But 3 breakaways in the same game. Down goes a United player. That's Heitkemper. This is Nyame lifting one to the far post and headed high and away by number 24, Dominic Nagana, and out for a goal kick for United. United come into play this evening, 6th in the first division. They are in the relegation zone. They are 2 points behind Green Bay. 4 wins, no draws, 5 losses. They have a goal differential of -9. They've scored 18, conceded 27. However, during this winning streak, United have scored 15 and conceded just 7. So the offense has been clicking, which it wasn't early on, but there's been an infusion of talent that has come in over the course of the summer. And it's somewhat of I wouldn't say a DeKalb County United tradition. It's a traditionist league that here comes Sinave, just kind of being allowed room and time and space. Gets it here. Looking in, the header is going to go in the back of the net. That is going to be Martin Montoya off the feed from, but it's offside. The linesman's flag, the assistant referee on the far side, offside.
Too late.
And, oh my, it was a beautiful feed. A beautiful feed from Knotts on the near side. He scored 2 last week and looked like he had the first one set up tonight. But that was brilliant play. And it would have been a great way to start the game in the game's 7th minute. So here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. If United win, they move to 15 points, 5 wins and 5 losses. They'll move 1 point ahead of Green Bay Glory. Green Bay have 1 game remaining, a game to be scheduled against RWB Adria. That was supposed to take place next weekend, but the league schedule shows that it is to be rescheduled. We don't know why. We don't know when. So Green Bay would have 1 game remaining. United have 2. A game against RWB Adria that we're still awaiting final word on when that game will be played. We've heard Tuesday of next week, not sure. And next Sunday against Bavarians. So should United win tonight, as Squires makes a misplay, gives up the ball. That's Rodolfo Ramirez. Ramirez gets the return pass here on the near side as Squires tracks back and taps away the ball after giving it up. So there's a great defensive play there to slow everything down, but Ramirez has the ball again, tracked down by Martin Montoya. Ball goes in off the stomach of and Luke Knotts just winding his way through the attack zone. He chips one ahead, looking for Martin Montoya. Montoya was there, closing it down, but knocked away. This is Carlos Lopez tipping to himself, but he fouled on the play, and Green Bay Glory will get a free kick. So again, if United win tonight, Green Bay Glory will be behind us by a point. Green Bay plays RWB Adria. We play RWB Adria, and we play Bavarians. If Green Bay lose, they're out. If they draw, then United can get into the first division again next year with a draw or any result against either Bavarians or Adria. Should United fail in that quest, then they would finish tied on 15 points, and the goal differential in tonight's match makes all the difference. If United win, they each will have won 3 points from the other, and then it comes down to goal differential. Green Bay is at a +2 goal differential between the two teams this year, so United have to win by 3 goals. That's a nice block there by Liam O'Donoghue. First time we've called his name, but it won't be the last. Ball is, and Knotts reaches out to take, looked like it was going to be a giveaway. He's looking ahead. It's Carlos Lopez on the right-hand side, tracking it down all the way in the corner. He's going to chip it across the center. It's intercepted by Green Bay. But another good run by United. Luke Knotts looked like he'd given up the ball, but he reached a foot out, tapped it to himself, and started upfield. This number 15, that's Tyler Bagley, giving the number 31, that's Rodolfo Ramirez. And Ramirez kicks the ball way up the touchline, but it's out of play off a United player, and Ramirez will throw it in on the near side. Overhead volley, looking for Tyler Bagley, and out of play. And it is last touched by United, so it'll be a corner kick. So realistically, United need to win, and they need to win by 3 goals or more so that they win the first tiebreaker should Green Bay only draw next week. If Green Bay wins, it puts United in a whole different situation. Ball across the penalty area, and it's out of play off of 2 Green Bay players for a goal kick. And I'm not being pessimistic, sports fans. I'm being realistic. If United lose tonight, they can still get to 18 points on the season. They can still get to 18 points. But what they would have to do to get there is to defeat 2 teams against whom they have a 1-win, 3-draw, and 14-loss record all time. We will be talking about some monumental victories if that happens. Rolls just gently rolled through. And now Knotts on the near side, catching up with the pass and slowing it down, waiting for some help. Josh Squires is with him. Ball goes right to Jared Snave, right at the top of the D. Snave looked like he was going to fire, but now fires on his right-hand side, on the right wing. It's Lopez. Into Heitkemper coming along, and Heitkemper slides the ball, and it goes all the way across the face of goal, and the goalkeeper just taps it away, so that's going to be a shot on goal and a corner kick for United. The keeper just stretched and got a hand to it and directed it just past the post and over the byline for a corner, and United will have it. It's Luke Knotts on the near side here to kick. United have most of their players in and around the penalty spot. Goalkeeper center of the goal to the far post. The header saved. Rebounds out. Comes back to Glory. And Green Bay breakout. This is going to be Tyler Bagley. Back to Ramirez, number 31. Ball stopped there by Liam O'Donoghue briefly. Broke that up. But Bagley has it again, and he gives the ball away. This time it's going to go to Christian Nijelek. Chipped away. Back to Bagley. Bagley finding Dennis Namaye on the far side. He twists and turns, trying to get a save. Point blank by Lucas Ortiz, and another shot blocked. Another shot right at Ortiz. Not a double save, but 2 saves in the span of 30 seconds, and United troubled ever so much by number 77, Dennis Niame. He's come down that left-hand side looking very dangerous at least 3 different times this afternoon. And, too long for Luke Knotts. He gave up on that. And I don't mean gave up on it in the bad sense. Just he knew he wasn't going to get it. There was just no point expending the effort if it wasn't going to lead to anything important. Fans who are somewhat familiar with soccer, but not necessarily familiar with terminology and the way these things go. A lot of players throughout the course of the match will make runs that they intend to do nothing but draw other defenders to their area to deal with them. So when you get a play like Luke just had, and he knows he can't get to it and make anything out of it, he will give up on it and save the energy because he'll be asked to make some runs at full sprint that he knows he will have no business getting the ball from. They're just designed to get other players to deal with him. So energy conservation is a hallmark of soccer, and they're running 6 miles in many cases. This is Knotts again. Got to keep those legs as fresh as you can for those 90 minutes. Sane from long range, and almost scores. He's wide of the post just by about 3 feet. Sane teed it up looking for a Luke Knotts special. Luke scored from a little further out than that on Saturday night for the clinching goal in a 3-1 win over Charny Jasło. And Jasło, they have 2 games remaining. They are 0-10 on the season, but they have scored some goals lately. They scored 3 in their last 2 losses. So they had been having some trouble offensively. So they're starting to score a few goals. And Baylor Deneau just muscles Ozzy Ramirez off the ball. Here's Martin Montoya spinning around. And he gives the ball away cheaply. Josh Squires harassing Ozzy Ramirez in the midfield. And the ball is given away by United as Heitkemper hits it ahead to Jared Senave. Little scuffle for the ball. Senave comes away with it and takes it back. And we'll just play it all the way back to Lucas Ortiz in goal, number 31, wearing the powder blue. Like the powder blue. Got to say, I like the purple jersey of Green Bay's keeper. The last 3 keepers that we've seen here at home have had just tremendous-looking jerseys. Knotts holds up to stay onside as Martin Montoya gets around one, gets around another. He's going to try and get around a third. He stops, turns, and gets dispossessed. Just tried to do a little too much there, and the defender just stayed right with him. Kudos to, I believe it's Smistad, number 12, that just stayed with Montoya and didn't let him get to turn the corner. He almost did, but he didn't quite get there. Senave looking for who he thought was going to be there on the far side, which is Zach Heitkemper, but Heitkemper had stopped his run on the overlap. And the ball goes just a bit outside. 17th minute of play here in DeKalb. United had a goal, but it was offside. We've received some visual of the goal in terms of where the player was relative to the defender, and they were equal. But we don't have VAR here, so human error always the point, but tussling in the corner, and that's a foul against United way down in the corner by the flag. It'll be an odd angle, but there's lots of stuff you can do on set plays from down there. It's almost like a corner kick. About 11 yards, maybe not. Maybe about 10, 11 yards off the end line. About 3 yards off the touch line. So it's an angle about 30-some degrees to the right of Lucas Ortiz. Green Bay has a lot of guys bunched up in the backside of the back behind the penalty spot. Lots of movement going in the middle, and Ortiz just right to him, right there in the middle of everything. And he comes out to, it's a bit early, but we're going to do it anyway. Ortiz just scoops that one up nicely. And on a warm summer evening like tonight, especially if you're here at the game, especially if you're thinking about coming out to the women's game, stop and get yourself a scoop or two of Culver's delicious frozen custard. Culvers of Sycamore, welcome to Delicious. Green Bay back at it again. The ball comes across the front and it goes in. It's a deflection. It could be an own goal. It could be a goal by Dennis Niame. And we'll see what happens here. But Green Bay appear to have gotten on the board first against the run of play. And United are now -3 in goal differential. I believe it's number 77, Dennis Niame, in the 19th minute.
In the 19th minute, opening goal for Green Bay. It's number 77, Dennis Niame.
And we'll get corrected by that, I'm sure, by somebody if that's incorrect. Plenty of Green Bay folks down there. No one turned to look and say, no, you're an idiot. That's usually how the PA announcers work around the league, is they wait till somebody looks at them and goes, no. Somebody shake their head. They'll put their fingers up and go, no, it's number 3. We didn't get that. Everybody just sort of sat there and let Nick tell him as it was, and he was not corrected. So now the referee is talking to P.J. Hamilton, who apparently was complaining about something. The center referee is looking, as the arm gesticulations made it look like he was telling PJ, no more of that. So PJ must have felt that there was a foul in there on Green Bay that went uncalled. Still plenty of time. 20th minute of play. United trailing 1-0. They've had one goal chalked off as on offside, and then the last one was against the run of play. And just a lot of pile up in the middle of the penalty area. And it's possible that Ortiz got knocked. I think that's what PJ is arguing, is that the goalkeeper got interfered with and that should not have been a goal. And the referee disagrees. And the referee's word is the only one that matters, really. And for those of you that have been listening for the last 7 years, you will know that's probably the first time I've ever said that. The older you get, the more you realize there's no point at shouting at the clouds, because the referees will be what they are. Although I will say, and I said this to the league's commissioner when he was here a couple of weeks ago, I think the refereeing in this league has gotten much better. There's a ball ahead. It's Nijlik all alone. He's got Knots on his left. Ball going across the face of goal, but kicked away and cleared out for a corner by Green Bay Glory. It was going to be a long pass across the face of goal, as Knots was playing very wide position, and Nijlik's pass was not crisp, and it gave Green Bay's player a chance to get a foot in there and knock it over the byline for a corner. And it will be Martin Montoya on the far side taking this corner kick to the left of goalkeeper Hakan Vitesh. Ball is up. It's heading toward the back post. Vitesh grabs it and comes down with it, just goes up and gets it. That's the goalkeeper's job. But as anyone who's played that position will tell you, it's a job you'd better get right, because if you miss it, you're out of goal, and someone's going to make you pay for that. There's Carlos Lopez. This is number 8, Josh Johansson, playing it forward. And now back to number 10, that is Kevin Sosa, to Ramirez. Rodrigo Ramirez. Ramirez, top of the D. He turns. He's made another quick move there. Gets it to a Glory player, and it goes just wide off the post. And it could have been and should have been 2-0, and Lucas Ortiz is hot. He's yelling at somebody. Someone must have gotten a touch on it, because there is a corner kick awarded here on the near side for Green Bay Glory, but it hit the post, hit the outside of the post. But Ortiz slapped his hands together. Nope. It's okay. Fortunately, the scoreboard has a -1 button.
Just to keep yourselves hydrated in this weather, we have some delicious concessions going on, and some wonderful people selling you those concessions. Hi, Cindy.
All through the midfield. That's Senave. Give and go. Senave has it again. He's all by himself. And out of play it goes as number 24, Dominic Lagana, kicks the ball out of touch on the far side, and United will have a throw in. They just take a quick throw in.
here on the
Carlos Gomez, or this is Heitkemper coming all the way down, and ball goes over the byline. It's out of play for a goal corner kick, as it was last touched by Green Bay Glory. And they're disputing the call. And as they're going to find out in a minute, the referees are not going to change their call. I don't know why anyone argues.
Over to you. People who've been there before, you know what to do. Show the newbies how we score goals right here.
This will be Martin Montoya taking the corner kick. He's taking his time getting over there. Corner kick to the left of goalkeeper Hakan Vitesh, who's playing more toward the left post, his left post, and not the center of goal. Ball comes to the back post far away, and in the same spot as the last corner kick, and Vitesh was right there to corral it down. United need to get a player at that back post and not beyond the back post, because that means Vitesh wouldn't be able to make that play. Positioning matters.
Oh.
You want to deny the goalkeeper his space where he can go, because once you're there, he cannot run through you. Chipped ahead. Lopez chests it down, turns and fires, blocked away. It's not going to make it all the way to the byline, and Green Bay Glory will save it. Lopez jumps across the potential path of a pass, but Green Bay holds it long enough that's not a problem. Lopez comes back the other way and tries to make the defensive play. This is Ramirez, number 31, ahead to number 34. That is 24. That's Dominic Lagana. And out of play, and it will be a throw into United as it comes right into Zach Heitkemper, who gets it across the face of the midfield to Josh Squires. Turning. Squires again. Near side, Baylor Deneau. Waving Jared Senave over. Now they'll set up. Green Bay pressing. I wouldn't say they're not pressing, they're just playing high. Chipped ahead, and it goes right straight to Josh Johansson. Plays it back to Will Smeestad. Green Bay had only 2 defenders listed. I don't think they're playing a 2-5-3. But that's how it's listed on their roster sheet. But right now, I only see two players at the back. Coming through the middle. Senave intercepts. Gets it to Carlos Lopez. He's pushed from behind, and a foul. 26 minutes of play. 1-0 in favor of Green Bay Glory. Quick kick taken, and they're going to make them take it on the exact blade of Astrograss that the foul was committed. Even though he took the kick from about 6 yards further away, it's not really, in my mind, worth making them retake it again. They would gain no advantage from playing it that far back. Some 50 yards from goal, it doesn't matter. Getting a foot in his Senave now. Ball chipped ahead, looking for Lopez. Doesn't get it. Now the ball is back again. This is Nijelek looking to chip it forward, and the goalkeeper comes out and stops it before it goes out of the penalty area. So Hakan Vitesh will have it. This is Josh Johansson. Chipping ahead, look for I know I'm going to have problems with this one. Nayame. And it's very easy to say if you... Yeah, so Josh Squires is coming off. It's going to be Joey Rodino coming in. Actually, it's a hydration break here in the 28th minute of play. A hydration break here.
Hydration break. Enjoy yourself. Stretch your legs.
As the players will take a few minutes to get some water on this warm evening. It was a little more humid during the day, but still a little humidity. But it is warm. And the sun is still out at fairly high angle. So a little hydration break here. We're going to take 15 seconds to get a little hydration ourselves. You're listening to DeKalb County United Soccer on the DeKalb County United YouTube live channel.
By all means, make your way down there, but just give us a couple of minutes to do the thing that we're doing. That'll keep you entertained and thrilled, and then the kids can run crazy. And of course, after this game, please don't go anywhere. You have paid your ticket, you paid for your tickets, you are fully entitled to stick around and wait for the second of our 2-game doubleheader, which is usually the number of games that are in a doubleheader.
And we're back to somewhat live action. The players getting some hydration. The referee's getting some hydration. United trailing 1-0 on a goal in the 19th minute by Dennis Nyame as he knocked one in through a goal box scramble in which P.J. Hamilton believed that goalkeeper Lucas Ortiz was fouled during that scramble to no avail. And it was basically a tap-in for a 1-0 Green Bay lead. What that means is that Green Bay now has a +3 goal differential against United on the season, so that even if United were to come back, should the two teams stay tied, or somehow finish tied for the final promotion or relegation spot, United would be sent down. Josh Squires is now out of the game officially, getting looked at the trainer's table as number 2, Joey Rodino, comes into the game for your United. No.
Substitution coming off number 8 with Josh Squires going to count going on. And is Joey Rodino, number 2. Big up, Joey.
Now there's a coach right there. There's your coach. P.J. Hamilton getting during the hydration break, going and grabbing a trash container. The man literally does everything. Makes the graphics for the lineup that he's setting out, does the lineup cards, fills them all out, gets them to us, 3 hours before game time, which is unheard of. He is what most soccer coaches are. Most good soccer coaches are very, very organized, and you have to be. Header by number 23. That would be a different player in here. That would be Ben Omernick, number 23. In the game. We'll write his number down. He was not in the starting lineup. And ball is out of play for a corner kick. Second corner kick of the game for Green Bay Glory. It'll be on the far side, right of goal. From where I'm standing, it's actually, since I'm standing a little bit closer to midfield, it is the furthest point on the pitch away from where I am standing at present. Not sure what the holdup is.
It's a free kick.
Wasn't a corner kick, so that's why they put the minus button on the scoreboard. So they can change that. It's a free kick. About about 28 yards away, almost dead on, just to the left as we look at it, to the left of the D, just a little bit. So it's almost straight on at Lucas Ortiz. 3-man wall set up right on the penalty area. So it is literally it is going to be a 28-yard kick from here, and it is number 20, Michael Rohrman, taking it right straight through and right straight at Lucas Ortiz, who comfortably claims, as that is the 4th shot on goal for Green Bay Glory this afternoon. United have it. This is Baylor Deneau chipping way across field, and it's intercepted by Green Bay as they cut that pass out. Now they give almost a give and go, but goes right to a United player, and this is going to be Carlos Lopez on the far side, right at the center line. Toe traps it and gets it to Martin Montoya, gets bumped and knocked over. No call. Retains possession. Nijelik has it down at the thing. He crosses and it goes right straight to the goalkeeper. That's Hakan Vitesh. Vitesh will settle his defense down. Hold on to the ball for a moment. United had some pretty good moments in the first 10 minutes of the match, including a goal that was chalked off for offside. Again, we do have a photograph that was been provided to us showing that the player was onside, but there's no VAR or even photography-assisted refereeing in this league, so we'll just have to live with the fact that the referees missed that one. Happens all the time. If it didn't, they wouldn't make a greeting card for it. This is Gora, number 25. Slowing it down. Taylor Sowell, number 11, is in the game. Not sure who he's come in for. Probably Jared Sinave. That'd be my guess. I don't see Sinave out there. So Taylor Sowell is in the match. See if they can provide a little spark. Green Bay are playing with 4 across the back, and they're playing very narrow, similar to what Charney Yazwo did last week, playing very narrow in the middle of the field, trying to cut out those long passes over the top and the runs that came in from Krell. And, looking for Martin Montoya, and the pass doesn't go anywhere. It's blocked out by Green Bay. Been a lot of that tonight. Passes that are intercepted, knocked down, stuck a foot out. It's Soul. It's almost like teams have actually been watching our broadcasts and figuring out how we play this game. Because there's no really official scouting done by teams in this league. That maybe the Chicago teams might go see each other because they're close, but you don't really hear of too many people driving out here to come see us play. And certainly the team who played many games in the Chicagoland area earlier in the season, because we were very road game heavy, may have seen us, but we're not the same team we were back then. Our starting 11 is almost completely different from the first few games, and there's another misplayed ball, this time off Heitkemper. And the sirens going off is the local 815 contingent trying to make some noise, get people involved in the game. One thing that has not permeated the lower levels of soccer, even for crowds similar to one we have tonight, which is a fairly nice crowd for a 5 o'clock start on a Saturday, is the spontaneous noise. The no need for a stadium announcer or a scoreboard to encourage you to make noise and to get involved, to sing the team songs, to do the team chants. American fans generally, at least in my experience over the last X years, have almost needed to be coached. We've got 3 players coming on. Number 7, Jack Bonavia. Number 42, Ardit Abdullahi. And number 89, Rory Carlson, replacing Martin Montoya. And can't see who that is as soon as he turns around. Nijelek and Heitkemper are out. So completely changing most of the front line there. But you got to, again, it's about keeping fresh legs on a hot night. And Carlos Lopez is looking for the ball, but where the pass went was nowhere near where a United player was. 36 minutes of play. 1-0 Green Bay. The last time these two teams met was the first time they met back on May 31st, and Green Bay took the game with a 4-2 win up in Green Bay. And if memory serves, the group chat that we had going amongst the volunteers, United had tied that game at 2 and then gave up 2 goals late in the second half to lose it. So they were in the game for most of it, just couldn't finish it out. And so with those 2 in the bank for Green Bay plus this one, they're now 3 goals to the good on the second tiebreaker should these two teams finish tied for the final first division spot. This is number 17. That's Fernando Calzada. And it goes all the way ahead straight to Ortiz with Ben Omernik coming in. Oh, sorry, number 17 is Elliot Bordini. Liam O'Donoghue plays all the way across the field as they switch fields. Taylor Sowell. Midfielders for Green Bay playing more man marking than zone marking. They're closing down space almost immediately when the midfielder gets a touch to the ball. And that is something Chicago House did not do. And the midfielders were free to give those long balls over the top to Krell and to Martin Montoya.
Trying to thread a needle on me.
Luke Knotts.
Go at it. Go with it. Ah.
Abdullahi now deflects. This is Carlos Lopez down looking across the face of goal. It's clipped away by number 12, Will Smistad. And United are just getting closed down in the middle. It's obvious what Green Bay is doing. They are playing man marking against the midfielders. That as soon as a midfielder gets a ball, there's a man on him to close down the passing lanes. Then, beyond that, the defenders are playing narrow, forcing United to go wide. But United's coming through the middle of the park, and when they're trying to make these passes, they're trying to, as my partner in crime to my right, Mr. Nick Miles says, they're trying to thread a needle. And they're not getting those passes they got before. Number 3 is Timothy Giacaris. Number 4 is Mohamed Abdismad. And I didn't see the third player that came in. There were three players that came in. We'll just call number 4 Mohammed. No disrespect to him. Just don't want to mess his name up. I know how I feel when people mess mine up. Oh, you'd be amazed how many times people call me Brian because they think it's the long E instead of the short E. Just think O'Brien, and you'll have my first name. Long ball looking for someone along the far side whose number escapes me. Out of play, and Abdullahi will throw it in on the far side. That was number 16. That's the guy I'm missing. Number 16 is Edgar Heredia. That's the best part about this game is even if you miss a substitution, eventually the ball will find him, and then you see a number and go, wait a minute, I don't have him on my score sheet. And you find him pretty quick. United with a nice steal. All alone, and now they're going to say offside again. That was Bonavia. That was close. Probably was a little offside. But it's the game's 41st minute. And even with a hydration break, the match has gone pretty quickly in terms of how it feels to have gone. Time doesn't flow any quicker. It's the argument that people make against having the clock stop out of playoff United, and it'll be a throw-in for Green Bay Glory. It's the argument many people have for not stopping the clock like they do in college, because then it encourages players, while the clock is stopped, to take their sweet time and do everything, which basically adds time and gives them an unfair amount of rest. There's Roy Carlson. Why he backed up into the defender? Well, maybe that's why. Got a foul. He looked like he had some space and some time, but decided to hang around and let the defender catch up with him. Abdullahi. Another trying to be too fine. Now it's Joey Rodino, number 2. And again, they are all over United. Every single time a midfielder gets a ball, he's being man-marked. And I don't think we've seen a lot of man-marking this summer. Teams tend to play zone marking, in part because roster sizes don't allow for that kind of extra effort. The heat, the inexperience, a lot of these teams don't play together until they come together in late May, early June for the beginning of the new season. And so it's easier to play zonal marking. But Green Bay seems to be playing man marking all over the place. Down he goes, and a little frustration on Bonavia's part in the game's 43rd minute. And we're just getting close to getting into the game's 44th minute, as it will be Elliot Bordini to take this free kick from long distance. Well, actually, it's going to be Kevin Sosa standing over it, and he just plays it back to Smistad. And back in the middle, and then back to Sosa, and out of play, and immediately Green Bay go back on the defense. Bonavia getting it to Baylor Deneau for the throw-in. Chested down. And Luke Knotts slightly dispossessed. There's Deneau making a little turn. And the ball comes out here with Deneau getting another throw-in. United have to figure out a way to unlock this man marking system. There's Lopez. Headed down. Knotts has it. Knotts weaving through traffic. Gets away from one, gets away from two. Now he's got teammates to help. Ball's on the far side. It comes back to Knotts again. He's going to race through the middle. He's going to elude two more guys. It's Rodino. O'Donohue coming up from the back line. Everybody in the United back line is playing beyond the center line. And now might get caught out here. O'Donohue racing back. Gets it to Josh Johansson here on the near side. Wide side. Johansson turns, tries to get rid of one man. Gets it to Sosa. Chips it to the back post. Headed away by United and out of play for a corner kick. Second corner kick of the game for Green Bay Glory in the game's 45th minute of play. Coming up on stoppage time here in the first half. See how much time there is.
Half-time really kicks off with the kids' kickabout. We do have a special presentation going on in the centre circle, so please, little people, hold your hot fire.
We've been notified that there will be minimum 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Clarence assistant has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes of added time. That's 4 minutes of free soccer that you haven't even paid for.
Corner kick coming in. It's headed away and wide by number 4. That is Mohammed. Was at the back post, and he headed it just wide of the post. Coach P.J. Hamilton a little upset at that near miss. So I do agree with George Carlin. If it's a miss, it's not a near miss. Only a collision is a near miss. And Bonavia takes down a player. That's the second time he's fouled on that side of the field. Hopefully Jack's not getting frustrated out there. It's only been on for 8 minutes. Green Bay will be content to let as much of this stoppage time drip away as possible so as not to give up the equalizer in stoppage time. Chipped here on the near side. This is Elliot Bordini. And back to number 16, that's Edgar Heredia. Sosa. Turns. Chips. Blocked away. It's Rory Carlson. To Soul. Carlos Lopez, and stolen away by Green Bay Glory again. Green Bay's played a great game defensively. Got to admire long-range shot, but right straight at Lucas Ortiz. That's the 5th shot on goal for Green Bay. United have 2 shots on goal. Ortiz looking to clear it out. And it looks like he mishits it right straight to a Green Bay defender. I'll come back the other way. Liam O'Donohue gets a foot in and a head in. And it finally falls to Taylor Soul, who gets it on the far side.
I'll take the goal now, Ron. Absolutely take the goal now.
Give and go, and it's looking. It's going to be Knotts turning, and it's almost taken away by Bonavia as Carlos Lopez was lurking at the top of the D. Never came to him. This is Soul again. and another foot in, and another man marking situation. Here's O'Donohue. Here on the near side to Deneau, way on the overlap, and there's a nice back heel pass for Bonavia, and it's a handball, and there's a handball, but it's outside the penalty area, so it's just a handball, but it's a free kick in a, well, not dangerous angle, but it as I said earlier, when Glory had the kick down in roughly the same spot on the other side of the field, it's a modified corner kick because you're going to come in from the side. You don't have to loop it from the corner spot. So they're going to retreat back 10 yards, and that's going to put us at about 26 yards away from goal to the right of goalkeeper Hakan Vitesh. There's two ways you can do this here. That's the advantage of having it further out. Back post looking for someone. It's headed away by Green Bay. There. And it almost seems without Alex Krell out there that the team is they're unsure of themselves. It's like, come on, guys, you're the same team you were, minus one guy. O'Donohue, over the bar. Oh, my, O'Donohue, who had a magnificent header goal in the game against AFC Roscoe. Or, yes, no, who would beat on the road not too long ago? Anyway, whoever it was we beat on the road. Beautiful header goal. Almost pulled another one off there. But it was over the bar. Not even a shot on goal. He doesn't even get anything in his stats book. But the cross was right there. The first really good cross all game. And that will be the end of the opening 45 minutes of play here in DeKalb. With your score, DeKalb County United 0 and Green Bay Glory 1. We'll be gone for about 15 minutes on the audio. So enjoy the visual. Go grab yourself a beverage or a sandwich. Be back here in 15 minutes for second half action. You're watching and listening to DeKalb County United Soccer on DeKalb County United YouTube Live.
Good mute, Brian?
Yep. with green numerals and trim. They're going from right to left. It is 1-0 Green Bay at the end of the opening 45 minutes. Goal on 19 minutes. Long shot curling toward the back post, scuppered a little bit by Lucas Ortiz, but he finally corrals it down and has it under control for United. Kristen Nijelik is back in, so is Martin Montoya. There's a player. Is that Katai on the far side? It is number 84. Katai is in the game. Luke Knotts is probably still in the game. This is Nijelek. Need Christian to be a beast like he was for that couple of games stretch, the Rockford game especially. The 815 Cup with his stoppage time winner. And for Christian, perhaps a goal like any other goal he's ever scored. He's probably done that before in a game, in games. But for someone like me, I've never called a goal like that. So Katai gets right on the ball and now tries to go around the defender, and it's out of play off of Katai. And it'll be a United throw-in, or it'll be a Green Bay Glory throw-in. For an announcer calling a goal like that, maybe a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So, thank you, Christian. You guys can give me another reason to shout like that. That'll be great. Ball is ahead. That was Rodino looking to make the play. This is Sowell.
Yes. Turning.
He's got Knotts from distance, and it deflects on the way to the keeper, makes a great save. It deflected and redirected on the way to Hakan Vitesh, and he came up with a parry save. As United with another opening minute chance in the half off of some great defense. But now Green Bay has it 2-on-5. Long shot is blocked by Gora and out of play on the far side in the game's 48th minute. So once again, United have a good chance in the opening minute or two of the half. And Vitesh was up to the challenge. It took a deflection off a defender and not enough of deflection that it put Vitesh off his dive, but certainly had to adjust a little bit and put his hands closer into his chest as he was starting to stretch. So long throw-in. Long throw-in. Oh, going up to get is Lucas Ortiz. Just went up higher than the attacking player who was trying to head it. And this is Nijelek here on the near side. He turns on his man. He's going to go around and he's taken down by number 20. That's Michael Rohrman. Nijelek's a striker. He's going to want that ball and get around the man as best he can. And often, that's the result. Foul from behind. Gora. It's Danu. Abdullah here on the near side with his hands up. He really should be making runs toward the goal. This is Katai. Trying to...
He was good here. Yes.
Katai turns. He's looking for a shot and then shoots it 45 yards over the goal. And his troubles with magical moments continue. 3 times last week, he tried similar shots, gave up opportunities to pass to a teammate, and then shot it way over the bar or into the side netting. And now the referee coming over to Katai to say something. And Katai is being sent over to the... Katai's being sent over to the near touch line. Don't know if he's got jewelry, a shin pad issue. He's pointed down to his ankle and or foot. He may have an equipment problem. Referees noted it. And Katai now coming here. He's got something. We're going to see what we can do. He's got It looks like he's got a shin guard or some problem. Not sure. Heitkemper is now coming over to talk to him, giving him something. It's a shin guard. And boy, I'll tell you, I haven't really seen today's shin guards. That shin guard's about the size of a yellow card. I mean, it's not a whole lot there, but it must protect. Oh, a mix-up, and this ball's alone. And Martin Montoya, no, cleared off the line. And Martin Montoya almost came up with a beauty, stealing the ball off the break. And now P.J. Hamilton coming along, saying that ball was in the net. Hands are up. It's a corner kick for United. PJ pleading with the assistant referee, and now the center referee coming over. PJ might believe that ball had crossed the line. Oh, handball outside the area. Okay. And once again, PJ goes away unhappy as once again denied an opportunity. I can't read lips, but just the way he's throwing his hands up, I was like, what do we got to do? What do we have to do to get a call in this game? He felt genuinely aggrieved on the goal because it did look like there was perhaps a interference on the goalkeeper Ortiz that should have been called. It wasn't. This one looks like a handball outside the box, which, it's not a penalty kick, but it's a free kick very close. He doesn't get that call. And PJ is somewhat beside himself. United have really put on the pressure, as they have the last 3 games they've played. They have put on the pressure in the second half, dominating possession, passing crisper. I only talk to PJ rarely, and it's usually before a match when he's in good spirits. Nijalik down in the corner, trying to go around his man. He gets the ball, kept it in along the byline to Katai. Katai fires, and the goalkeeper has. That's going to have to be a save. You need to make that, keep it from going in on the near side. So I'm seeing Coach before he gets animated. But when he gets animated, whoo! Ozzy Ramirez. That's a whoo! Ramirez with the ball. That was not the microphone. That was not feedback. That was me. So Green Bay now. Small burst of possession here. And just wide. Scuppered wide by Dennis Nyame. And it will go out for a goal kick for United. Glory have had 3 shots that came so close. And all just wide of goal. And then United had a couple that were so close, including one where the goalkeeper, Vitesh, literally was at full stretch and must have gotten, I don't know, a loose string on the glove on it to deflect it just past the post and for a corner. So lots of close calls tonight. United have it back again. Abdullah here on the near side near me by himself. Ball comes straight through. This is Martin Montoya. Feeds it through for Katai. Down to the byline. He tries to cross back. It gets blocked to him. Now it's to Nijalik near the top corner of the penalty area. Across the face of the penalty area, it gets knocked away. This is Taylor Soule getting the ball. Puts his hands up as if to invite some attention. Danu. Back to Soule. Joey Rodino, number 2, and now to Liam O'Donoghue.
Right now is Mr. John Hall.
O'Donoghue to Nijalik. Nijalik gives the ball away, looking to give the pass back to Rodino. And foul from behind is... The foul is against Taylor Soule. The Green Bay player feels heavily aggrieved of being pushed, and it looks like Mr. Soule has gone into the book in the 55th minute. So he's on a yellow, and now PJ is talking to the assistant referee as if to say, well, we've been fouled from behind a couple times, which is absolutely true, and yet why are we getting a yellow card? It does seem right now, at least in PJ's mind, that the game is slanted away from DeKalb County United as a result of some referee decisions that have not gone our way. And the Green Bay coach has been fairly quiet because, if they go towards his team, he's not going to say anything. Turning is Joey Rodino. He's got some space. He's got some time. He's got Luke Knotts here on the near side, all the way down near the byline. He stops and turns, looking for a teammate. It deflects up in the air. It's Katai looking to head it in, and wide of the net. Katai misses again.
He told me he didn't like hitting the ball.
And Katai...
I did Lucas a little bit.
Hopefully, Katai, or Nick Miles has said that Katai told him he's not a big fan of heading the ball. And Katai, if you're watching later or someone tells you about this, the head's part of the game. You got to get comfortable with it. I mean, unless they outlaw heading, you got to get good at it because it's going to happen. And crosses, which generally tend to be 10 to 12 feet off the ground, means something's going to be played with the head. Free kick here coming to Green Bay Glory. This will be number 36, Tommy Giacaris, who may be related to Kerry Giacaris, the head coach. Long range drive, it deflects and goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Green Bay Glory, their third of the match. Shots on goal in the contest. Shots on goal in the contest, it's 5 each. Corner kicks are 4-3 in favor of United. But where it counts the most, the scoreboard, 1-0 Green Bay Glory. United in the 58th minute of play. 32 minutes away. Long range drive right at Ortiz, who makes the save comfortably. United get the ball out here on the right-hand side. O'Donoghue following as Sowell chips way ahead. He's got Martin Montoya. Montoya at the top of the penalty area, and going down is the Green Bay player, and as he does so, he kicks the ball out of play. A corner kick for United, far side to the right of the goalkeeper, Hakan Vitesh. United's 5th corner kick of the evening. And it will be Katai taking the corner kick. Maybe he's better at corner kicks than headers. Find out in a moment. Near post, and it's headed over by Green Bay and out of play for another corner kick, number 6. Shades of one of our games earlier this season in which United got 5 consecutive corner kicks in the first 5 minutes of play. And I mean 5 consecutive. Referee now going into the center and just telling the players to relax, calm down. I believe this is Martin Montoya on this side of the pitch. Montoya, low line drive across the face of the penalty area, and it gets headed out by Green Bay. And United will have another throw-in the game's 59th minute. 1-0 in favor of Green Bay Glory. Brian Martin with you on a beautiful Saturday night. Stay with us because Game 2, the Women's 815 Cup inaugural edition, it'll be the United Women against their old arch rivals, Rockford Raptors. They've met a few times in the State Cup playoffs. They've met a few times in the league. They've played for some championships. Generally, the two teams they faced each other a lot, and we finally decided it's time that the women have their own 815 Cup with their rivals from Rockford. And that'll come up after the game here now, and Lucas Ortiz off the line and cleared away by Gora as he tussled with Dennis Nyame, the goal scorer, on 19 minutes. I believe Green Bay are... I haven't seen all of the teams in the league. Well, I have seen all the teams, not all of them this year. Green Bay have what I believe is a first in the Heartland Conference, and that is they have a female staff member. She's on the sidelines patrolling, and it looks like her name is Bree Rezicek. So, Bree, congratulations. Throw in coming eventually from that side. I don't know what Green Bay Glory is waiting for.
Probably got injured.
I'm not even looking at the right side of the field. Green Bay has a player down near the center line, receiving some physio attention.
Folks, give yourselves a huge round of applause to pat on the back if you don't feel being that extroverted. Just for coming out this evening. I'm sure we all look at the weather forecast and go, oh boy, you don't fancy that. And look at it now. You guys are topping up your tans and it looks fair for the rest of the day. So congrats to you for having faith in Mother Nature herself. I knew she wouldn't disappoint us. Thank you so much for showing up in these numbers today, folks. I know we know we've got a lot of pressures on your time with kids and smart home holidays and other things to do. So we really do appreciate your support, and we really do.
Player coming off for Green Bay Glory, limping off with the assistant. Well, he's got the trainer near him, but not helping him off. He's limping off his number 9. That is Ozzy Ramirez, who comes out off the pitch, and will be replacing him, number 16, Edgar Heredia.
Famous in that around lunchtimes, Joe's in the house. We've got a Joe from, well, we've got 2 Joes from way down south. I'm not going to name them because other than Joe, because they know who they are. But if you know a Joe, and he wasn't usually here, but he is today, thanks, Joe.
All right, now we're back to live action. That'll add some stoppage time in the second half. Long throw in. Player goes down in the area, and that ball is kicked up and in on a half bicycle kick. And it's Nyame again with a tremendous shot off the bicycle in the 63rd minute. And it is now 2-0, and the hill just got bigger.
Green Bay second goal scored again by Dennis Nyame.
Nyame with a half, maybe even a 3/4 bicycle kick. It tipped underneath the crossbar and down. There was nothing Lucas Ortiz could do about it, but the hill has now become somewhat of a mountain. 2-0 Green Bay. A Green Bay player had gone down in the penalty area. I didn't see a shout for a penalty. Referee did not call for one. And shortly after the player went down, the ball rebounded out to Nyame, who had his back maybe 3/4 faced the goal, faced away from the goal about 3/4. He went about 3/4 bicycle kick, maybe a full bicycle. It happened so fast. And under the crossbar and in for the second Green Bay goal. And as I said, this mountain just got a lot harder. A trucked off offside goal. A handball outside the penalty area, not called. We can blame whatever we want on that. When the breaks don't go your way, you got to make your own luck. And United have not done that yet this game. The old song, "It's going to take a miracle," is what it's going to call.
Make some noise, get behind the boys, and let's push them on.
So, should United come back and win this game, it is likely that we can say United will not overcome what is now a 4-goal differential. That means that should these two teams tie for the final spot, it would go to Green Bay on goal differential between the two clubs in their head-to-head games. That's tiebreaker number 2. And another player goes down for Green Bay, holding his face. The referee is calling over, not sure who it is. There's 2 United players there. And it looks like it might be Martin Montoya, since he's explaining to a very aggrieved Dominic Lagana. So it looks like it's Montoya with the yellow card in the 65th minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, as well, voting for your player of the match is now open on the social
And,
media platform of your choice. Voting is not regulated. So
Hopefully the player's all right. He's holding his head. Might have been elbowed, would be my guess.
But, you know,
There's no head-to-head contact, that's for sure. Both players are playing on the ground.
You've got nothing to do now, so open up your phone. On the Instas, you've got to click twice on the Instas, sorry. On the Facebooks, on the X's and all the other.
And a yellow card to someone on Green Bay got a yellow card as well. But again, there were 4 players standing there, and the referee didn't necessarily point to any one of them. So we don't know who it was, but he got a yellow card. And the referee is again, he's the second or third time he's actually, with the wave of the hands, as if to say, guys, you got to settle down. We're not going to have this. So he's pulled plastic now 3 times in the second half. That's not usually a good sign. Because if you keep telling the players to settle down and they're not, clearly they don't respect you. For whatever the reasoning. Bouncing around. This is Katai. Gets the ball on the far side. Chipped ahead to Luke Knotts. He could be all alone, but that's going to be knocked away by Tommy Giacaris for another United corner kick. And it's a hydration break here at the 67th minute. Corner kick coming up for United. They're 7th of the game. They're trailing 2-0. We're going to just step away from the mic for a second or two, let you enjoy a hydration break of your own while we do this. You're watching DeKalb County United Soccer on the DeKalb County United YouTube channel.
Which, unless you're at a company, so it's usually a good thing. Is it over if we lose? Is it over if we lose, or is it just very hard if we lose?
Very hard.
So it's always been in our hands, right, for the longest time. It's a good thing.
But if we lose, we have to beat both Austria and Bavaria, so that ain't happening.
Yeah. Never say.
Missed an offside in the handball. I mean, if you're gonna miss one, miss a slide tackle at midfield or something.
I need to get my stuff ready so I can exit. Just leave my wire there.
Big up to Brianna Joy, who has tagged us in the social media, so I'm going to say hello. And Joe Johnson, of course. And the one and only Soddy Daisy Board of Tourism, who are in the house, a long way from Soddy Biscuit, but congratulations for joining us. I'm doing a soccer game, what do you want? Oh. You got to mute the YouTube channel, Brian. Don't know how.
All right, we should be back to live action now. The hydration break is over.
Big up to Brian Gerken as well for interrupting my stream of thought, but valuable insight, Brian. Thank you.
Understand we may have had an open mic. I don't think we said anything that bad. Just discussing the referees and what they've missed this evening, which I've been doing anyway. No inappropriate language.
20 minutes plus at the time again to.
All right, the corner kick is on the far side from me, right to the right of the goal and to the right of goalkeeper Hakan Vitesh. Chitai is not taking the corner this time. He's in the middle of the goal area, right by the keeper. And the ball comes in. It's going to be punched high. This is Martin Montoya crossing back to Katai, and right on goal. And a save, leaping to his left and cradling it comfortably is Vitesh. He's made a couple of fine saves this evening. And that's Tyler Bagley. Bagley now here on the near side as United try to up the pressure. They need 2 just to draw this game. A draw doesn't do us much good because we stay 2 points behind Green Bay, and then would require Green Bay to lose their game against Adria. We would then have to win 1 of 2 against either Bavarians or Adria. Bavarians next Sunday, 2 p.m. right here, the season finale. And we're still awaiting word on when the Adria game will be replayed. It's been canceled twice by weather, and I've heard Tuesday of next week, but that has not been confirmed. It would put United at a disadvantage because they've played today. Ball looped across the center of the penalty area, off the back heel, and out of play for a corner kick. That is corner kick number 4 for Green Bay Glory. Kristen Nijelek here on the near side, retrieving the ball. Oh, looks like Green Bay player has the ball. Green Bay kicking here near side to my left. To the right of goalkeeper Lucas Ortiz, who's playing center of the goal. Right in his and every DeKalb County United defender's face. Carlos Lopez has come into the game for United during the small break. And now we're ready. Corner, back post, and Ortiz got a glove on it, but the head of a Green Bay player carried it over the byline, and that is a goal kick for United as in the game's 72nd minute. Played up and ahead. This is going to be Montoya looking to race at it, but number 36 or 36 is Tommy Giacaris, knocked it way out of play. And United will have a throw in as Montoya gives way to Christian Nijelek. Here on the near side, Christian will throw it in. Long throw over the defense, but it rebounds right back out to Nijelek here on the near side. Looking to turn his man, gets to the byline. Slides it across and right into the goalkeeper. Not a shot on goal as it was going away from him, and he just came across and cut out the pass so it wouldn't go any further. And it comes here on the near side to number 15, Tyler Bagley. And Bagley ahead. Try to bump off Rodolfo Ramirez, and out of play off of United. And PJ is once again gesticulating, and the referee's going to give it the throw in to United. It looked like it, but somehow Green Bay has the ball. I don't know. Green Bay 3-on-3. Can they make something happen? This is Ramirez looking for room. Can't find it. Long shot. Back of the net. Goal is Dominic Lagana in the 74th minute. And that ought to do it. Lagana as the trailer gets the pass and buries it for a third for Green Bay glory. And that probably does it. United will need a miracle of epic proportions in this one alone. And over the next two matches, they're going to need lots and lots of help. If this scoreline holds, one of my favorite statements that commentators make, if this scoreline holds, Green Bay will move to 17 points on the season. United will trail them by 6 points. But more importantly, it means that Bavarians is still on 14 points, which means that United would be 2 points behind Bavarians with a game against Bavarians next week. So some possibilities here, but it's going to require some help. It's going to require Bavarians to lose their game against Adria tonight. They are playing at 7 p.m. Katai goes down. No foul. And a ball looped ahead looking for Nyame. And then back to Lucas Ortiz. Long ball looking for Luke Knotts. He has it, heads it over here to Nijelek. So a good combo there. Nijelek turns, top of the D, finds, he found his man. It was Carlos Lopez, but it went between Lopez's feet. He couldn't settle his feet together, and it goes into the waiting arms of Hakan Vitesh. And a great chance, and it was onside too. How different would this game be if United's goal were not disallowed for offside in the 6th minute? Here come Green Bay glory again. This is Katai playing all the way back on defense. Luke Knotts, center looking for Nijolek. He hops over one, spins looking to get away from another, tries to get a foot in, taken away. It's going to be Gora. And a United player down. Stoppage there for that in the game's 76th minute.
Last couple of moments to get your votes into the player of the match, folks.
And another stoppage for injury.
Don't think I don't recognise it.
Here in the game's 77th minute of play. Can't tell who the player is who's down. It's not Gora. We got to get numbers on the front of the shorts. That's what we need. That's helpful. Green Bay has them. They're very tiny, but you can kind of see them. It's not O'Donohue. At least I don't think so. He's limping off. He's got a shoe off, so he must have tweaked an ankle.
Good place to have the physio table.
Yep. Physio table is right down below us. So as soon as he sits up on the table and reveals that it's Luke Knotts. It's Luke Knotts who's picked up a knock. And that means Zach Heitkemper, 89 is Rory Carlson coming back into the game. As is number 88, Josh Squires. Not sure why Squires has been out for a while. I know he picked up a small knock, and he didn't play particularly outstanding in the first half, but he's the only English midfielder you've got. And if we know anything about English midfielders, they have a tradition. Squires backing up. Pops the ball over on the far side looking for Rory Carlson. Soul. Chipped ahead. Ball coming across. It's Martin Montoya. Goes over his head. Then bounces down to Montoya. Again, fired, saved. It's Lopez. This time it's Rodino. Calls for a handball. United still have it. It's Josh Squires into the penalty area, and he goes down. No call. No call. And it looks like is a yellow card, probably on Christian Nijolek, who was clearly displeased at the no call on Josh Squires right at the top, right inside the penalty area. And that has P.J. Hamilton livid again, as it's the third call that Hamilton believes has gone against his club tonight. I thought it was a foul. The referee saw it as all ball, but the assistant referee also saw an offside, and another assistant referee didn't see a handball. So vision clearly is an issue here. And gentlemen, it's okay if you have to wear glasses, wear them, because clearly whatever you're doing out there now is not working. You're not watching the same game the rest of us are. Long ball over the top. It's Martin Montoya by himself and headed out again by probably the defensive player of the game for Green Bay, number 36, Tommy Giacaris, for another corner kick. He's knocked at least 5 balls over the byline this evening to prevent United from doing further damage. Corner kick here on the near side. 79th, 80th minute of play. Now the referee ready to put the ball in play across the face of goal, and it's in the back of the net. It looks like it's Carlos Lopez. I believe it's Carlos Lopez on the goal in the 81st minute. It's 3-1. Still plenty of time. Beautiful cross. Beautiful header. 8.
In the 80th minute, possibly the start of a comeback. The opening goal for DKCU. Scored by Carlos Lopez. Number 87.
Long ball looking for Nemanja. He's all alone. He goes to his left foot. He turns and it's taken away from him. Just stolen. Here comes Nijilek now. He's one-on-one with number 4, Mohammed. United, and they look for Montoya, but Montoya was offside, so let the ball slide through and let Rory Carlson go after it. As Hakan Vitesh is not interested in taking, he's interested in wasting time here. Legally, of course. We would not accuse Mr. Vitesh of anything untoward. I think there was a lesson taught in the 2018 Champions League semifinal between Tottenham and Ajax about goalkeeper time wasting during stoppage time, because the Ajax goalkeeper wasted a lot of time, and it turns out that the time that was added to stoppage time for stoppages during stoppage time was just the right amount to allow Tottenham to score the goal that sent them through to the final. So keepers, I think, have learned a little bit that time wasting on their part is going to come back to bite them. Ball looking ahead for Nijilek. And Giacaris lets it run through, and now he goes back to his keeper, who's playing outside of his area. Lopez closing. Now the ball comes up here on the near side. Goes off of Ramirez. Up and around, and now they're going to say Ramirez was fouled. He was surrounded by 3 players. Nijilek gives the ball up as Green Bay will set up for a free kick. Again, no hurry. Perfectly legal to take your time, just not too much. Squires. Ball wrestled away and fouled by Ramirez. Turnabout being fair play. Into Squires, overhead ball. Oh, that was Lopez with an overhead ball looking for Martin Montoya. That would have been beautiful. That would have been a circus play. Ball is coming into the center of the park, up and over his head. There's Gora heading forward. This is Lopez. This is Nijilek on the right-hand side, chipping forward, looking for, and then Roy Carlson, no, he still has it. Back to Josh Squires, top of the penalty area, shot, score! Josh Squires, a bullet from 18 yards away, and United have scored again. In the 84th minute, it's Squires with an absolute bomb. Oh my, game on, everybody. United have made it a 3-2 game. There's plenty of stoppage time coming, and there's still 7 minutes left in regulation.
Second goal for DKCU, scored by 88 Josh Squires.
Could this be?
You can't say it now, folks. I don't know when you can.
3 coming in for Green Bay. Number 3, Tim Giacaris. Number 33 coming into the game for Green Bay. 33 is Aiden Merica Jones. United 2 goals in 3 minutes, and it's now 3-2. Can United pull off the miracle comeback to get a point? Ball out of play off of Green Bay, and it'll be a United throw-in. United throw-in. And they're going to make him throw it again, even though Carlos Lopez was racing after the ball that got thrown in by Nijilek. Nijilek made the quick throw-in, as you're supposed to try and catch Green Bay napping. There's Gora. Ball is up in the air. Can United do it? Liam O'Donoghue. This is Baylor Deneau on the far side, tracked down by Heredia. And out of play. It'll be a throw-in for United. Long throw, got Josh Squires. Squires keeps possession, gets it to Carlson, back from Squires. Carlson down near the byline, kicked way out of play by number 12, Will Smistad. And United will throw it in again.
Boys and girls, this is a seismic 5 minutes plus injury time in the history of this club. If you can't make some noise now, then really I don't know what else we can do for you. We need your support more than we've ever needed you in 8 years of this club. Make some noise, get behind the boys, and let's will that goal in. Come on, guys.
United knock it down. It comes back. Bouncing around. Who has it? It finally goes to Josh Squires and a foul against United. And that means that there'll be a free kick to Green Bay Glory. Again, they're in no hurry, and they're definitely in no hurry now.
We can't, can we, Brian? Can we?
We never have. Well, first time for everything, right?
Oh my God. That was amazing.
And I will be. I believe I would make John Hall happy with my reference should United pull this off.
Keep up.
Right to the keeper after a deflection. No shot on goal as Ortiz looks to play it out quickly and get United set up for potentially the tying goal. This is Carlson. Carlson with it again. Gets around one. Gives it up on the far side. And coming away with his Josh Squires. He's got Nijelik on the far side. Nijelik coming over, headed away. Comes back to Rodino. And all the way back to Liam O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue, slight misplay. Gets it to Gora. Gora keeps it in along the far side. And the referee's assistant says out of play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. It did not look like it was entirely off the line, over the line. But apparently if Green Bay just all throw their hands up, there's a call made. Tommy Giacaris here on the near side. Also not really rushing at all. And the referee's not helping by making him stand on the exact blade of grass that the ball went out. Ortiz comes out of the goal area to play it. So he can get it on the far side now. This is Baylor Deneau. Across the face of goal to O'Donoghue. Up to the middle of the park, it's Squires. 11 minutes of stoppage time here in the second half. Oh, that was Bonavia. And out of play. No foul, no handball, no anything. Ball is thrown into Gora. Gora to Squires. Squires down in the corner to Nijelik. Nijelik fighting for the ball. He's going to keep fighting for the ball. It's out of play off of United. This will be a play. Now we're hearing 11 minutes of stoppage time. We are in the 89th minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a minimum of 11 minutes of added time at the end of this half. That's 11 minutes of free soccer, which you have no excuse not to enjoy. So make some noise.
Ball's out of play, off United. At least we think it's off United. It is off. No, it's off of Green Bay. Josh Squires gets it in.
He's in. He's in.
He's got it in. The keeper comes all the way out, knocks his own player over. This is Heredia, and the keeper colliding with his own player in the game's 90th minute. So this will add some more time to the end of the match. That was a pretty bad collision. But the goalkeeper had to come out on that ball because Carlos Lopez, if he just controlled it, could have headed it over him, could have done a bunch of things. The keeper came out to claim it and ran his own man down as United coaching staff just flipping water bottles out there, hoping to take advantage of this break in the action to get some hydration that's not scheduled since we are in an injury stoppage. The trainer is out now. Player is up. Looks like he's okay, and I don't think it was a head injury. So no, looks like there's no concussion protocol going on here. But United, trailing 3-0, have come back with goals in the 81st minute by Carlos Lopez, the 84th minute by Josh Squires, and 11 minutes of stoppage time is what we're in the middle of right now. So Green Bay player coming off the pitch is number 12, Will Smeestad, the defender. And Green Bay is going to have to substitute in. I believe they're going to be allowed to substitute in. Discussion here while they suss this out. Smeestad is doing a couple of, looks like knee bends on this side, so it's more like a leg injury, certainly not a head injury. Well, maybe it is, because he's being asked to balance on one leg. That's what it looks like.
Here we go. Let's go, Green!
Long ball out. Again, that's Green Bay's thing. They're just going to kick it as far downfield as they can. United. Foot in. That's Gora with a foot in to get the ball away. United all over it now. Pressing every ball. Long range shot over the bar by number 15, Tyler Bagley. He turned and fired, goes high. And yes, they're doing a concussion check here on the near side for the player doing the holding the finger up for field of vision and things like that. And a long kick out of play. United will throw it in. This is going to be Nijelek right in front of us. And again, the referee insisting on geometric precision of throw-in locations. In that case, he's probably right. We did try to throw it about 15 yards upfield. This is Carlson, who's got along the outside. In the middle for Montoya, and just went past him. Now Nijelek, down along the byline, along the penalty area. Gets it to Josh Squires. Squires, back to O'Donohue. O'Donohue chips the ball in towards goal, and it's over the bar. He got his foot underneath it and behind the ball, and anybody who's watched soccer for any length of time will tell you, behind the ball and foot underneath, the ball is going over the bar. It's going high. There's no way that ball is going to dip.
It gives me great pleasure to announce that on this night of nights, your Coldplay Jumbotron player of the game is number 18, Vela Danu. Let that cheering start the end of make the start of lots and lots more cheering. Come on, guys.
The player of the game has been voted as Baylor Danu, and while I would never question the wisdom of our fans, I would say, have you been watching the same game I have? Because there's a lot of people that deserve that award. We've got two goal scorers that deserve it. Josh Squires certainly deserves it. The team has played much better. Baylor's played a solid game on the back line, but United continues to press the ball. They're just getting a foot in there. The ball keeps moving closer and closer to the Green Bay goal, out of play off Green Bay, and it'll be a throw-in for United. Headed out. Kept in by Danu. And now it's a 2-on-1. This is the thing we worry about here. Ball on the right-hand side. And in comes in. There's Danu. Maybe he's deserved it with that play right there. Sometimes it's a play that the fans are voting on that they are so prescient. They knew that was going to happen. Actually, I really don't have a dog in the player of the match hunt, so whatever the fans say is fine by me. They're the ones voting. Long ball, headed down sharply. This is Tyler Bagley. Now to Dominic Lagana. Lagana had the third goal in the 74th minute that looked like it had put United away for good, but we have come back with two goals in a 3-minute span in the second half. 81st minute by Lopez, 84th minute a bomb by Josh Squires, top of the penalty area. That's Martin Montoya getting held, and the coaching staff once again can't believe no call.
That's awesome.
And a foul against Green Bay. It's a foul against Green Bay, and a free kick for United. Ball gets rolled out to the center. Now it looks like It's Rory Carlson, I believe, is that on that side. Chips into the center of the park, and it goes a little bit wide. And the keeper, Hakan Vitesh, with doing the thing I dislike the most, which is didn't need to fall down, but decided it had to fall down, because that does take up some time as you dust yourself off and start all over again. O'Donoghue gets the ball. This is Sowell. Rodino near side, too far for him. And Green Bay acting, I would say, a little childish, cheering a bad pass. Guys, you're not in third grade, okay? Long throw in. I mean, cheering bad passes, that's
Rankled, isn't it, right?
That's AYSO level stuff. So hopefully Green Bay's watches this video. If you don't like it, tell your players to do better. Long throw. And down goes a Green Bay player, pushed down by Gora, who sort of looks like, what? What did I do? You pushed him down there, Trey. Free kick on the near side. And this will be Tyler Bagley taking it. And again, Green Bay in no hurry here. Playing out near, and of course the short corner down into the corner. United trying to take it away. Green Bay trying to waste time down in the corner of the field. And now it comes back out and just kicked out for no good reason, which means Green Bay gets a throw in. I can't even begin to tell you how much of the 11 minutes we have used up here. Plus, there was another injury stoppage for another minute or two, so it's probably closer to 13, 14 minutes of official added time. Now it's United going to get a throw in. Nijelek here on the near side. Throws it in for Josh Squires. Trying to move it ahead. He does. And then it gets kicked all the way back, and they clear it all the way out to the further side of the field away from everybody. So you got to chase it. Again, all these things are it's not cheating. It's just being smart. If you're winning, it's smart play. If you're losing, it's like, come on, guys. This is O'Donoghue. Tips it ahead to Squires, who chest traps it. Back to O'Donoghue in the backstep. Nijelek is on his right. He slides it through to Lopez. He's all alone.
Oh, that is the
Wow. It's another offside call. Another blown call by the official on the near side for offside. And that is going to be another yellow card for United.
terrible.
Another blown offside call. Another totally blown offside call. And Nijelek gets yellow carded. And that is his second yellow of the game. That's a red, which means he's out of the next game, which is next Sunday or next Tuesday. Depends on which one you go. But Nijelek is now a 90 plus 7 or 8 minute yellow card. And that is gets a red card. He's out. He was infuriated as the referee on the near side, the assistant referee, missed another offside call. If you're having been a referee, you guys that listen to me know this. When you don't have a video camera to back you up, when you don't have something to save you, that you can go back and say, you know what, maybe we need to check that, then you need to be absolutely sure. You cannot go on, it looked like his toe might have been offside or his little finger might have been offside. You have to know. It has to be clear because you don't have a way to save yourself. And 2 goals taken on, well, that was a shot on goal. It wasn't a goal. But to have that come off like that is just unbelievable. And Christian is here in the booth, not to join us, but he's been asked to leave the sideline. So, long ball now looking ahead. This is Lopez trying to get a hold of it. Knocked away by Bordini. The United still have it. Still time. How much time? We don't know. There's a back heel from Rory Carlson. Doesn't go anywhere. And another booming shot out of play. This one by Tim Giacaris. Another United throw-in. 3-2 Green Bay. And again, the geometric precision of this referee that the ball must be thrown from the exact blade of AstroTurf is a little annoying. If only their calls were as accurate as their throw-ins. Near side, O'Donoghue. Looking for some room. Again, they're pressing, trying to keep United from getting some room. O'Donoghue again going through the midfield on the far side. Carlson. That's Squires. Carlson to his left, or his right. So is O'Donoghue. Back. Now switching fields to Gora here on the near side. Rodino in front of him. To Martin Montoya. Montoya over to Squires. Back looking for Montoya. Looking to turn the defense. Skids it out on the right-hand side. Left-hand side. Long ball. Looking for O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue! Oh, he almost put it home! Another header by O'Donoghue, and it almost slipped under the arms of the goalkeeper. But a save by Vitesh on United's 9th shot of the game. O'Donoghue almost with another tremendous header goal. O'Donoghue again. That's Bagley. Trying to turn. Bagley. Knocked away. Followed up. Taken away. And that will be full time here in DeKalb. United with a tremendous effort to make the comeback, but unfortunately tonight a little too late. Final score, United 2 and Green Bay Glory 3. United now are 5 full points behind Green Bay, who now go to 17 points on the season. United now, because of that win, Green Bay has slipped into 4th place ahead of Bavarians, who play and begin play up in Milwaukee, have already begun play in Milwaukee against RWB Adria. And should Adria win that game, then Bavarians are still 2 points ahead of us, and we will play Bavarians next Sunday. Let's review the scoring here in the first half. It was Dennis Nyame on 19 minutes with a goal, made it 1-0 Green Bay. And then in the second half, the scoring just came in droves. Mayawe with a bicycle kick on 63 minutes to make it 2-0. And then Dominic Lagana at 74 minutes made it 3-0. And then 2 goals in 3 minutes, one by Carlos Lopez and a header in the box. And Josh Squires on an 18-yard bullet from they hit the back of the net, made it 3-2. United struggled and fought and tried to get their 3rd goal, but they couldn't do it. And that's where we stand on the day. In the shots on goal, United 9, Glory 8, United 8, corner kicks to 4. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll remind you that our next and final home game of the season and final men's broadcast will happen next Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. when Bavarians come to town, and a chance for us still have some chance. We're not relegated officially yet, but we are getting closer, and we need to win the last 2 games to secure a spot in the first division for 2026. For all of us here at DeKalb County United, we thank you for watching tonight's broadcast and for your continued support of DeKalb County United Soccer. Stay tuned for the Women's 815 Cup Championship game coming up in about 25-30 minutes. For everyone here, this is Brian Martin saying good night, good soccer. Final score from DeKalb, once again, DeKalb County United 2, Green Bay Glory 3.
We're out.
Go!